Okay, hello guys. We are the Grofficient, and our project is called Grofficient, which means like we want to make a grocery shopping journey make more efficient and affordable. So here's our project, Grofficient. UX and UI project presentation is like, well, our team member has like my name is called Ian, and she is Alice and Connie and Biying. And why we want to do this kind of app because it starts from our UX class. During the class, we want to pursuing like we want to do something that we have really interest in. So we kind of discuss a lot of times to about like what kind of topics that we should do. And the result is that we found out that all of us have a trouble is we want to leave because because we all international students and we want to live in the US like during the student life because we only have very tight budget to spend or to live through this. So we want to find a way to lower our expenses or the budgets. So we found that the grocery shopping is kind of a way to save kind of this. I'm wondering you guys have ever used the platform such as Skyscanner to find the cheapest like tickets for the airplanes or like the Expedia to find the cheapest, something like that. So our app, Grofficient, is trying to solve this kind of problem, to be a platform to gathering all these kind of grocery shops such as the KFC, Safeway, or Costco. We're trying to provide the timely and the cheapest or affordable prices for our users. So we kind of focus, we're starting from this and we focus on two personas. The first persona is like kind of the students like us who just graduate and which who has the lower incomes or who just graduate, who have a very tight budget, trying to get into this society, trying to experience this the life. So grocery shopping has been kind of problem or issues for her or for him. So our first persona is called Catalin. And the problem statement will be, I had it when I find that I spend extra money on items that I could have been bought at lower prices. So I believe that you kind of have to go to the QFC and find a box of eggs and then find it, oh, it's so expensive, it's much expensive than the eggs in Costco. So we want to solve these kind of issues and we want to the users to have a better experiences on the grocery shoppings. So we want to do this kind of UX designs for our app, Grofficient. And the second persona is the working mom who kind of have very tight budgets during all the like the family or the online shopping or this kind of stuff. And her statement is, I have really tight budget, but I don't want to spend too much time shopping around for those grocery items because she's so busy with her works or she wants to take care of their children. So this kind of stuff will kind of bothering her a lot. Okay, so due to the time, we will just like to present you the user flow. And if you have interest, you can scan this QR code to see our like completed prototype and also the presentations. We will like share our like the focus and the change statement and user task, usability task, something like that. As a beginner, we should like to get started and like this kind of stuff that you guys have been familiar with. So for the first things first is that because this is grocery shopping, we don't want to spend a lot of time on traveling. So we started from, you can choose like the stores near you. So we start entering the zip code where you live. And so when I enter the zip code and go to the next, we can choose the primary stores. Is your favorite store? You usually go to this place, such as that you usually go to the Costco or you usually go to the QFC or Trader Joe's. You can choose your primary stores. And when you choose your primary store, you can go to the next. And you can choose the stores you want to compare with, such as you want to compare with the QFC, you want to compare with the Safeway, or you want to compare with the Costco. And when you down all the customized options, you can click next, and you will be the main page. So for example, when you do the online shopping or do the grocery shopping, you will have to do one thing first is to make a shopping list, right? So we kind of like started from this idea. We want to use this kind of comparisons based on the items type, such as So I want to buy a cheesecake. I want to eat a cheesecake so bad. So I will just enter the type of the name, which will be the cheesecake, right? So we just enter CHE cheesecake, and then born. It will be like all the cheesecake in the type of the cake or in the type of the cheesecake from every grocery shop, such as like QFC, Safeway, and you can easily choose like the one you want the most. It will not. It will not. It will. It should be like the cheapest, but you can be. Oh, I want this so bad, so I can choose another one. So you can choose like what we will recommend the cheapest at first, and you can starting to choose other stuff that you want. Which you want. So I was just like, oh, New York cheesecake is the cheapest. I will just like add to the list, and you will become the so like after finish all the shopping, stuff, and it will comes out with a final list of our shopping journey. So it was like separate from the QFC, Safeway. You based on like what kind of which item in which store is the cheapest or most affordable, or like based on your preference. Okay, so after like checking in, it is fine. You can just like click complete and next, and it will be the final list. And such as like for the graduation student or for the student in college or even in the family, you have roommates. So you want to ask your husband or you want to ask your wife or you want to ask your children to do the shopping. You can share the list to them. Then you can make the shopping experiences. So our main goal is to provide this kind of app to integrate all of these issues and problems to solve this kind of problems to provide more opportunities for users to have a better life with the grocery shopping experiences. So this is what we want to solve because we all been through that. Okay, so that's our presentation. You can see the QR code to find more information on this code. Thank you.